Folks, in my 20 years in the league, I've never seen anything like this. What's unfolding right now is beyond anything you could imagine. I've been behind the scenes for decades, scouting players, decoding schemes, negotiating trades, and if there's one thing I know for sure, the NFL is a chessboard, and right now, a move of such magnitude is being orchestrated that it could shake the entire league to its core. This isn't just rumor. This is an insider's revelation, a secret so explosive that it could redefine the future of a franchise currently on the rise, a franchise desperate to claim its spot at the top. Something is happening right now behind the curtain that could change everything, and trust me, you don't want to miss the full story. But why is this trade so critical? What's really behind it? And more importantly, what's the ultimate goal? I've got details others aren't even aware of, and by the end of this, you'll see that this isn't just about a player. It's about a franchise willing to go all in for greatness. Stay tuned, because what's coming is nothing short of an NFL seismic event. But first, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, hit that button now, smash the like, and turn on the notification bell. Because what I'm about to drop will change the way you see the NFL forever. The insiders know you're either in the loop or left in the dark. Those who act now will be the first to understand the full scope of this monster move. Are you ready? Then let's go deep into a story you thought you'd never see. Now let's dissect what's happening in Chicago, a team that's been quietly building something special, yet still has a glaring weakness that's been glaring since the day the season ended. Their secondary, especially the cornerback position, needs an elite shutdown presence. The Bears are riding a roller coaster of emotions after a solid 11-6 season, their first playoff victory since 2010, thanks to Ben Johnson's innovative offense and Caleb Williams' breakout performance. But beneath all that success lies a painful truth. The back end of their defense is inconsistent, vulnerable, and missing that elite cornerback who can truly lock down the league's best receivers. Look at the film from 2025. The Bears showed flashes of brilliance, but their pass defense was often susceptible against top-tier teams like the Rams and the Packers. Their secondary, while gritty, lacked that proven, game-changing elite who can turn the tide with a single play. Their tackling was solid, but against high-level quarterbacks and explosive offenses, it's just not enough. They needed a game-changer, someone with the skills, the experience, and the mental toughness to step in and elevate the entire unit. We're talking about a player who's not just a shutdown corner but a versatile chess piece, someone who can play man-to-man, zone, and even line up as a safety if needed. And that's where the story gets interesting, because the perfect solution, a true ace in the secondary, is sitting right there waiting to be acquired. His name, Jalen Ramsey, and trust me, this isn't just wild speculation. I've dug deep into the NFL's inner circle, spoken with insiders who have direct lines to front offices, and the puzzle pieces are all aligning. Let's get into the film study, because this is what separates real experts from amateurs, and I can tell you, Jalen Ramsey's translates to a game-changing upgrade for the Bears. From the moment he entered the league in 2016, Ramsey made headlines for his shutdown ability. He's a rare breed, a cornerback with elite coverage skills and impressive versatility. Film review from 2025 shows Ramsey playing both outside and inside, adapting fluidly under pressure, and his shutdown ability remains one of the league's best. His technique is impeccable, a master of press coverage, quick feet, and explosive hips that can flip him to stay step for step with any receiver. His ball skills. Outstanding, a high football IQ that reads routes before they develop, combined with the ability to break on the ball with precision. Advanced metrics tell the story loud and clear. Ramsey's passer rating when targeted in 2025 was around 58.5, ranking among the league's top 10 in coverage efficiency. Opposing quarterbacks have a hard time completing passes against him, especially under pressure. His 2025 numbers include 12 passes defensed, 3 forced fumbles, and 2 interceptions, one of which was a game-changing pick-six against the Bengals. His tackles. Not just coverage, he's a physical tackler, no stranger to coming up and stopping the run or forcing fumbles. In Week 17 alone, he made multiple crucial stops on Shedeur Sanders and Jonathan Taylor, proving he can play the run as well as the pass. Now add in the fact that Ramsey's been a Pro Bowler every year since 2017, an All-Pro multiple times, and his advanced coverage metrics remain elite despite some scheme adjustments. You see, scouts and insiders, we all see he's still a top-tier player with a skill set that can elevate any defense. The only question? Age. Yes, Ramsey is 31 now, and some might say that's a red flag for a corner who's played at such a high level. But here's the truth. You want to win now, and Ramsey's talent can provide an immediate boost. His durability? Solid. His mental makeup? Ironclad. And with the right coaching staff in Chicago, his veteran leadership and experience will be invaluable for a young secondary. But here's the real kicker. What if I told you that the Bears are not just looking for a quick fix? No, they're eyeing something bigger, a seismic shift that could shake the foundation of the NFC North. Because in the NFL, trades like these aren't just about filling a void, they're about sending a message. About saying, we're here to compete at the highest level and we're not playing around anymore. How does this trade work? That's where the mechanics get interesting. The Bears are sitting on a pretty flexible cap situation, thanks to their recent restructuring, but to get Ramsey, a player with top-tier contracts and high cap hits, they'll need to work some magic. My sources indicate that the Steelers are open to moving Ramsey for a package that includes draft picks, some mid-tier players, and perhaps even a conditional future pick. The Steelers, after acquiring Ramsey last offseason, have seen his value soar, and with their own cap concerns and a desire to rebuild around their younger core, moving Ramsey at this stage makes sense. The package. Expect the Bears to offer multiple early-round picks, perhaps their 2026 first-rounder, a mid-round selection, and possibly a young standout on defense. The Steelers, valuing Ramsey's veteran leadership and elite coverage, will demand a premium, but they're also motivated. Ramsey's contract, especially with upcoming guaranteed money, puts some pressure on Pittsburgh to move on. From the Bears' perspective, the trade isn't just about acquiring Ramsey, it's a statement. A signal that they're all in for a Super Bowl run in 2026. And what about salary cap gymnastics? With Ramsey's current structure, Chicago could absorb his remaining deal with some minor adjustments, perhaps restructuring a small portion of his salary into bonuses to spread out the cap hit. Pittsburgh, meanwhile, might absorb some of the remaining contract in exchange for future considerations, knowing they're clearing space for a rebuild or a big free agent move later in the offseason. The winners? Clearly the Bears. They land a proven, shutdown cornerstone. They add a player who can lock down the league's best receivers, freeing up their other defensive pieces to hunt the quarterback. The Steelers. They gain cap flexibility and some early draft capital, a reset button on a team that's been rebuilding since they lost Ben Roethlisberger. But make no mistake, this trade could turn into a win for both sides if executed correctly. Now, fitting Ramsey into the Bears' scheme is straightforward. Johnson's defense is aggressive, physical, and complex, but it thrives when complemented by a versatile corner who can shadow, blitz, and cover in zone. Ramsey's profiles match perfectly. His success with Rams head coach Sean McVay, an NFL defensive coordinator, coaching styles shows he can adapt quickly. He's a perfect fit as a boundary corner with the ability to slide inside as a nickel or even play free safety in a pinch. His leadership qualities. Unmatched, a veteran presence that can mentor the young secondary, building a culture of toughness and discipline. You see, compare Ramsey to similar players like Jair Alexander or Marshawn Lattimore, elite shutdown corners with high-level instincts, ball skills, and physicality. Ramsey's unique because of his ability to play multiple roles on defense. Under Johnson, with the Bears' improved front seven and aggressive scheme, Ramsey's skills could elevate the entire unit, turning the secondary into a real strength. What's the worst-case scenario? That he's past his prime and the scheme doesn't fully utilize his talents. But honestly, with his track record, that's a gamble worth taking. Best case? Ramsey becomes a cornerstone, a franchise player, and the heartbeat of Chicago's defense for years to come. His presence could be the final piece to unlock their AFC playoff potential, and who knows, maybe beyond. So what's my final verdict? This isn't just a trade, it's a statement. A declaration that the Bears are ready to go all in on contention. Ramsey's skill set, veteran leadership, and postseason experience make him a perfect fit for a team hungry for greatness. They have the assets, the cap space, and the coaching staff who can maximize his talents. The NFL is watching closely, because a move like this doesn't happen every day. And mark my words, if this trade happens, it could be the start of a new era for the Bears, one where they're not just contenders, they're contenders with a blueprint for domination. Expect the rumors to heat up in the coming weeks. Watch as the NFL insiders start whispering about trade negotiations, leaks, and insider info. Because when this deal drops, it will send shockwaves across the league. Teams will scramble to adjust, rival fan bases will panic, and the league's power dynamics will shift. The question is if this trade will happen. It's when, and more importantly, what it will mean for the NFC, for Chicago, and for Jalen Ramsey's legacy. This is the kind of move that writes history. And I promise you, you won't want to miss the final chapters. Stay locked because the best is yet to come.